Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, imagine you are an aspirant interested in politics. You want to vie for a member of parliament position, and in the same situation, you are challenging an incumbent who is also interested in defending his or her seat. Then, you go to an extent where the incumbent goes to court to secure a court order that prohibits you from talking about the project that he has been able to do in the constituency and expose the corruption within those projects. That you cannot mention the name of the sitting MP or talk about corruption linked to any project that he was involved in. You've been prohibited. He has a court order. You cannot speak about him, either on social media, in public events, press conference, or anywhere. That is the situation that one Morara Kebaso is in as we are speaking today. At first place, Morara Kebaso had the Inject Party, that he was interested that many people will join, especially the youth, and they used that party. Later, he changed his mind to realign himself behind Fred Okengo Matiang'i, and now he's a member of Jubilee Party.
Inject Party? Is it still there?
Inject Party itakaa kwa kabati.
Okay.
Kwa saa hizi tunafanya kazi na chama ya Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i.
Hiyo chama gani?
Jubilee Party.
Jubilee Party. Oh, umejoin Jubilee Party?
Yes. We have to go with the realities of the politics of the day.
Okay.
Pale Borabu, ama Nyamira County, ama Gusii region.
Okay.
Uwezi kutaja kitu ingine.
Uwezi taja Inject?
Ya, hapana, hiyo mambo watu hawawezi sikiza hiyo.
So lazima ikuwe Jubilee.
And you don't want to make people emotional, because they won't even listen to the good message that you have. They won't even give you an opportunity to serve them. And you have good ideas.
You don't see people will think that maybe you're a traitor because the same people you're fighting now you're working with.
Hai, kwani si hata Matiang'i is working with the people he fought with. Yeah.
But you're not Matiang'i.
No, I'm just saying leaders fight and then they agree.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, if that was the rationale, then Gachagua should be complaining that he was arrested during Matiang'i's time, when Matiang'i was CS for Interior. But you see, the politics of the day is that they have to work together to get to a certain national goal. So we don't put any grudges. Nilisema mambo yenye nilisema.
Move on.
Iliisha.
Tuendelee.
Fanyie watu wetu kazi. Kwa sababu if you keep remembering this kind of things, sasa utabeba ngapi? Itabidi ukwe na bag ya grudges.
For real?
Mahali ukiwa na grudge unaweka. Sasa kama mimi watu wamenikosea ni wengi, I would have already put a bag of grudges, but you move on quickly so that you are able to serve people.
Okay.
Because while you are serving people, wengine wanakutusi, wengine wanasema mambo mabaya. Na huyu anakutusi leo, anakusifu kesho. So they are quite unpredictable. Na huyu anakusifu leo, anakutusi kesho. Sasa you can't base your leadership based on what people are saying.
Yeah.
Just identify your vision, push towards it, look for like-minded people, fanya nao kazi.
Okay.
So yes, it's true kwamba kuna viongozi labda hatukuelewana wakati hapo nyuma, lakini saa hii the times call for us to work together.
When Morara Kebaso gets out to meet the people in whichever function, he goes there as an aspirant under Jubilee Party. So today he's working closely with Fred Matiang'i, who happened to be deputy party leader of Jubilee, a party that also belongs to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, Morara Kebaso is now interested in becoming a member of parliament, and instead of focusing in Nairobi politics, he resorted to going back home to Borabu, and now he wants to challenge the sitting member of parliament, Honorable Patrick Osero, from Borabu constituency, and akakuwa mbunge wa huko. And so, due to his way of approach to the politics in Borabu, the area MP feel conned. He has been cornered. He has no way out. And I will be revealing to you the art of politics that Morara Kebaso has embraced, which turns out to play a reverse psychology in everyone, and what people believe completely, it's becoming so hard for the sitting MP to believe. There are those who are believing that Morara now is the MP and they don't have a member of parliament. But first of all, what has the court prohibited Morara Kebaso from doing? That is what I want us to go through. But before we go through that court order, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Here is the court order to Morara Kebaso. The court has ordered aspirant MP Morara Kebaso not to mention Borabu MP Patrick Osero on social media platform pending hearing and determination of the defamation suit filed against the activist. So someone is saying that Morara Kebaso is defaming me. Here is the account. One, Morara Kebaso is prohibited from making statement with the claims describing Osero as former member of parliament, or suggesting that his tenure as Borabu MP has ended. That is one. Number two, sorry for that, restrain from claiming or implying that he is the current acting or de facto MP for Borabu constituency. Asijita yeye ndio mbunge. I'll be playing that clip to you, where Morara Kebaso goes to refer to Borabu MP as the former member of parliament and refers to himself as the acting member of parliament. And you will understand why he is embracing that art of politics. He has been prohibited from alleging that Osero has never set foot in Oro, participated in proceedings of the National Assembly. He has been prohibited from claiming that all NGCDF contractors in the constituency are owned by one individual in a manner that imputes corruption to the MP, as taje hiyo. Prohibited from making statement or commentary at public gathering, church meeting, podcast, media briefing, press conference, or any other forum that allegedly refers to Osero as in a false or defamatory manner. Another one, he has been barred from directing third party to publish or disseminate such statement on his behalf. Mtu mwingine alisema kwa niaba yake. He has been warned that any disobedience of the orders could attract penalty consequences. Lastly, the court is expected now to give further directions when the matter comes up for mentioning This will be happening on July 29th. It is now a period of close to 1 month. Asiwaitaja ujama, asiwaitaja corruption, asiwaisema chochote chenye kitaonyesha huyo jamaa amefanya ufisadi. Now, there is this video that has brought all this to play. That push this guy to go to the court and secure a court order to give him a short relief. He's in 29 days. Here is the video where Morara Kebaso referred to him as a former member of parliament and referred to himself as acting member of parliament. Then he went further to talk about corruption in Borabu.
Kebaso, are you coming to talk or you don't want to talk? Yeah, just come without aspirants. I am the only member of parliament here. The rest aspirants.
Abantu bamwitona abagwanyimbira mole nchengoro kumorara Kebaso, the acting member of parliament. Ina nywelekera ukile vacant geta yokolero kazi nimeamua kufanya kazi. Na kazi ninafanya na ni kazi safi. Kwanza kabisa, I want to give my condolences to the family of Malakai, who is not just my neighbor, but our friends. Nuna kwamba Kebaso ya Mungu na ende eskuru nyansiongo. Setanu kawa boys. Now, the former member of parliament, Patrick Osero, alijenga choo pale ya 1.8 million. That is wastage of public funds. Hiyo ni wizi ya mali ya umma. Jana mimi nimetoka ofisi ya CDF. Wamenunua tank ya plastic ya 500,000 shillings. This attitude, yoko weka abantu baito to be poor, so that you can control the middle of Osero. It is ending with Morara Kebaso. As your current member of parliament, I want to assure you that hakuna siku mimi nitawanunulia coach na gambut na jacket ya 1.8 million hadi mukimbize wezi usiku. The former member of parliament alinunua gambut na torch ya 1.8 million.
Now, in that video, there is a political mind game that Morara Kebaso is playing with the people of Borabu to torment the allies of area MP Patrick Osero. People are concluding that they don't have a member of parliament. You know, when it goes on to say that the former member of parliament, recognizing someone like that, it makes some people to believe that they don't have a member of parliament representing them. There's that belief. So with that one already, people are resoluting that, so we need to have a member of parliament. Because the current one is being viewed in past tense, former member of parliament. Then I goes ahead to refer to himself as the acting member of parliament. People are believing that they have an upcoming leader to take over the mantle from a gap that has existed. Morara Kebaso is preparing people's mind to conclude that there is a vacuum in Borabu that needs someone to fill that gap. It's playing advance and calling with these people. And already there are those who are believing in this. Then it goes ahead to give that dose about corruption. How money has been misused. This leaves this sitting MP with no any other option but to try the other avenue like the court. The worst of all is that he is making Morara Kebaso more popular, more acceptable, and to make people now believe in what he has been talking about. Because if you are not corrupt, you can't go to court to stop someone from mentioning corruption. You will simply come up with facts to challenge that person. But as long as you don't want him to talk about corruption, then it means there is something you are hiding, and this is attracting public attention now to start questioning about some issues on the current leadership that Borabu MP Patrick Osero is offering. With that alone, I see Morara Kebaso probably, or his probability of becoming an area member of parliament increasingly becoming a reality. I don't know if this, but please let us know in the comment section to continue with our discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.